Folks, thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting this channel. If you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed, please do so and click on the notification bell. And if you are subscribed, please check to make sure you still are. The algorithm is aggressively removing subscribers at an alarming rate. I also thank you for the super thanks, folks, and promise to answer each and every one I receive. Help us keep fighting to save pop culture because the forces of wokeness are stacked against us. Thanks for watching, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today because a source inside Nintendo has reached out to me asking me for help to get out an important message to fans about the coming Legend of Zelda movie. From what this source says, there's a great deal of pressure being brought on Nintendo to make this film version of the classic video game woke, and they wanted to get the word out to fans about the struggle that's going on behind the scenes, and to reassure fans that Nintendo is taking a bold stand in this instance and ask for the fans' help.
I'm not surprised there's pressure, man. This woke plague infects healthy companies and franchises and rots them out from the inside. It's a disgusting thing, dude, but unfortunately these days it's standard operating procedure for Hollywoke. Although at this point, after all these years of infection, people are building up a natural resistance to the woke virus. After all, Google is backing away from the ESG and DEI nonsense, having seen for themselves it's not profitable, and many other companies are following suit. That said, I wasn't even aware there was a Legend of Zelda movie coming. I find it disturbing.
Why disturbing, O Skull of Calderon?
Because my ex-wife's name is Zelda. The very mention of her name makes a chill run down my spine. Well, theoretically. I have no idea where my spine is, nor do I know where my balls are at this point, though wherever they are, I'm certain Zelda is there, busting them.
Sadly for you, my vanquished foe, you're going to be hearing a lot about Zelda in the coming year because the movie is in production. For those of you who, like the Skull of Calderon, don't know about this, they announced the Legend of Zelda movie last November, and Esquire made the following update. Quote, "The Legend of Zelda may be a massive open-world game, but our little hero is about to enter an even larger universe, the real world. According to Nintendo, a live-action The Legend of Zelda film produced by creator Shigeru Miyamoto is in development. Wes Ball, the director of the Maze Runner series and the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, will helm the project. Nintendo will partner with Sony to distribute the movie, as well as producer Avi Arad and screenwriter Derek Connolly. Created by Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka back in 1986, the celebrated video game series follows an elf-like knight who fights to save Princess Zelda from a tyrannical demon warlord named Ganon. Those are the basics, my friends, and with that out of the way, now we come to what I've been told about the fight to ruin the Legend of Zelda movie by woke wankers who want to weigh it down with the message, TM. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to me by a source inside Nintendo through my Hollywood spies, but since I cannot personally confirm what I've been told, I am presenting this solely as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So towards the end of November 2023, I was contacted by my Hollywood spies who sent me the following report. Quote, "Our source with Nintendo has sent us a message. The source told us, quote, if you would pass along a message to DVD telling him the following, let him know that Nintendo is under immense pressure to make Link not the hero and make the princess the one that saves him. Nintendo has told them to go pound sand, but there is a campaign to try and convince as many people that it will be woke so these people will avoid it," unquote.
Oh boy, here we go. They want to make Link the hero of this venerable video game franchise that's been around since the 80s. They want to make Link a damsel in distress, and they want to make Princess Zelda a stunning, brave woman that saves him. Yawn. Again? This bullshit will make every Zelda fan puke up massive piles of 8-bit pixels.
Harvey Cthulhu, that's how I felt when I heard this. When I got this update, I had many questions, particularly, who is they? Who exactly is trying to force Nintendo into making the movie a twisted woke parody of what it's supposed to be? I asked my spies for follow-up, and here's what they told me, quote, "Our source got back with us on this, and all they would say is people that are aligned with BlackRock and Vanguard. The source didn't want to reveal the exact people behind this. However, they did say that it would be helpful if you just get the word out that the forces of the woke and their bought and paid for media are trying to push a narrative that Nintendo is changing Zelda, and that's completely false."
What vile villainy! Are you telling us that these forces of woke are planning to sabotage Legend of Zelda by poisoning the fans against it?
That is the implication here, Skull of Calderon. From what I can gather, these BlackRock Vanguard allies, probably executives inside Sony who are trying to enforce the will of their woke masters, were trying to bully Nintendo into changing Legend of Zelda to make Princess Zelda the hero and have Link be the damsel in distress who needs to be rescued, since we can no longer, in this brave new woke, have men being heroic. Nintendo told them to fuck off. No one is changing their IP. Sony then came back at them, according to this source, saying, well, how about you just make her the hero in the first movie, then in the sequel Link can go back to being the hero. And Nintendo told them to go fuck themselves again. Nintendo is not taking any bullshit after the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. They don't need to. They know what sells, and woke ain't it. And Nintendo is still in the business, surprise, surprise, of making money. At this point, unable to make Nintendo bend the knee, the forces of woke are now prepared to launch a campaign wherein they try to convince the public that Legend of Zelda is woke, to sabotage it and kill it at the box office. See, this is a new tactic, folks. This is a very important one to pay attention to. They think, well, if we can't make the movie woke, we can make the public believe it's woke in advance. And that way, we get a propaganda win because fans will stay away from the theater, and thus we win again and send out the message to studios, you might as well play along with our woke agenda, because if you don't, we'll still lie and smear you with it, and in the wider public perception, the movie will be remembered as woke anyway by people who didn't see it.
This is diabolical, Doomcock. Truly diabolical. I wouldn't be surprised if my ex-wife Zelda is involved somehow. This sounds like her MO. Even when she can't bust your balls, she makes you think about getting your balls busted. I don't even have mine anymore, and I'm still wincing. This is the new woke way.
Indeed it is, O Skull of Calderon. It sounds to me like they're trying a new tactic here. Lies and blackmail. Either buy our woke brand of protection, or we'll slander your movie anyway and kill your project. These people don't play fair. They fight dirty, folks. Never doubt that. And as the public becomes immune to the woke virus, it mutates and tries to find new ways to infect the host. In this case, Western civilization. I want to thank the source inside Nintendo who reached out to me with this warning, and I ask everyone who views this video to spread it around and make sure as many people as possible get the message. We fans have friends at Nintendo, and at least thus far, Nintendo has resisted the pressure to ruin Legend of Zelda. But let's make damn sure the wokies don't ruin it with lies anyway. This is a disturbing and disgusting new tactic, folks, and I really wanted to sound the alarm about this. I hope and pray that Nintendo can show Hollywood the way to being free again. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.